All right, welcome back to another exciting episode of Minetest Gameplay of Sorts. Yeah. And it's 36.5 degrees in Chicago, which is strange because all last week we had 60, 65. We actually hit 69 degrees. It was the first week that you didn't have to wear a coat anywhere. And then we got 2 inches of snow. And we're back in the 30s. Unbelievable. Yeah. So today's going to be a little different. I'm just going to show you the finished results out here at the headquarters. And Symbicon had said, well, you need lots of animals out here, conservation area. Oh, there's lots of animals. There's 4 right there. It's that same fox. He's staring at me. Look at him. He's like, hey, what's up? I see you. And they just, so this is the second time recording this video. Because the first time, and you'll thank me, the first time I had 55 minutes of just sheer, I don't even know what was going on. In the video, I'm going to attempt to show off the world. Yeah. But made the windows bigger. And so this is done for all intensive purposes. Here's the other side. So we got some real cool vegetation since this is a learning facility, and we have a place that they could watch, films about nature. Start doing my old kind of artwork again. Cool. And then the offices are done. So you come in here and you got the office area. And these mom and pop couches, they bounce. That is so cool. So I got a little reception area, a little waiting area, some books. And then the offices. So how's everybody doing out there? Cool. Look, there's more. They're just staring. What do you guys want? No, I have no food. Nothing today. There goes my voice. So, there we go. But this is the director's office. Nice. And then we have a little printing station, outdoor area. There's something out there. Why can't... I don't know what happened there. But we have the office area. Some credenzas. Just like saying that word. And then some custom-built cabinets. Some workstations, a little seating area for the employees. A conference table. Nice. And you saw the kitchen in the last episode. So there you have it. That is that. And then I didn't change anything on the other side. It just stayed the same. I'm happy with that the way it is. So what we are going to do is we are going to fly around and look at where everything started. So this will be like a part 1. And there's a turtle. There's more animals all over the place, as you'll see. And I found out every so often randomly I would have a server crash. And I turned debugging on and finally figured out where it was coming from. It's coming from the pets mod, specifically the squirrel Lua. And look at all the squirrels. I don't want to get too close because there's like 10 of them over there. Can you say code glitch? I'm sure you can. But there's 10 of them over there. And something indexing in the old real happy nil index. And it'll go through a bunch of errors and cause a server to crash. So I have to figure that out. But we're going to go to the old section of town and see where it all started. Yes, we are. I think we'll take the bridge, go through this area here, and I'll show all this. But it's so hard because there's so many things that I want to highlight, and to do it right, you kind of need like hours. Where's the tower at? There's the watchtower. Cool. And if you go back through all the like the completed walkthrough videos, all the houses are shown in there and everything. So for the most part, yeah, it's strange. So here we're in the old section of town. Now, this house here, this was a mansion. This was the first build 3.5 years ago, and it shows it. It is outdated. It's now the Biodome. It's now a research and educational facility, and you'll see that as a growing trend. Everything has is geared towards research. So, yeah, it started out as a 3-story mansion, and it shows. I mean, there's some old, everything just looks old, but it's still cool. I still like it. So this was the garage area, and there actually was a garage here. That's the garage door. So somebody had asked me if I could do a video on making a server, and I'm the last person to ask about making a server. However, I did put links, and will put links in on what I used to actually create a server. There's something flashing over there. I don't know what it is. What ended up happening is I had I was redoing some stuff, especially in the Minetest.com file. I don't know what that was. Every once in a while there's a weird glitch. And my security got turned off. And people actually left. I found like 4 or 5 people that were going through the world. And yeah, I fixed the hole. Their insurance will pay for it. Cool. And they kind of left some signs. So one of the things that I do want is I am looking at trying to open the server up for just not building purposes, but where you can come and visit and look around and everything. So that's the Haunted House and Learning Center. And half of these places don't even exist anymore. Waterfall House, Seaside House, Island, that one does. Mansion Garage. Oh, I know where that is. The tree houses don't exist anymore. I got to update all that. So, see, I'm wasting too much time here. So, we go up to the Biodome. Now, there's a basement here with a rock museum and a computer museum. But I got this cool idea. I wanted, and still one day, want to build the actual Biodome from the movie Biodome with Pauly Shore. And this is close, but not in shape, but in theory. So we got some catwalks there, and there's a way to get up there. And it's just a way to show off nature, and I like it. It's really cool. And then you do have the train station. One of the cool things that this was supposed to be a house. So this was going to be an indoor swimming pool. But yeah, I was just playing around with different mods and different techniques, and the water actually does work. It comes from the outside, but it has real strange characteristics. So this was supposed to be the kitchen and dining room, and then you had this great view looking over, and then you have the underwater view, and there's my whales. There's the water pump for the indoor pool, and the power generator that powers said water pump. Nice. And there's my whales. Hi, Mr. Whales. So you had this underwater viewing area, and this was supposed to wrap all the way around. And I was going to build, into this mountain here, and I still probably will. So, and then also in here, we have the it's an area here, and we have the train station back here, which goes all the way up to the factory. So, yeah, we have that. So then, and this shot right here is what's in the header picture for the website. But I like this area. So this is the first thing I ever built. And then you came out back here, and this is a fishery with some custom waterfalls and piping. And then there was crops. There's street lights everywhere with irrigation, working irrigation, because it's fed off of the pool. And then, and these crops are cool. I haven't updated them. The farming redo, the farming mods. We have grapes over here. Very nice. Beans. So then you come up to the working farm. I can't remember what was originally here. This is an observatory deck. I don't remember what was originally here. There was this is part of the original farm, and I just updated it. This is the gift shop. Cool. And there's a train or a emergency exit for the train tunnels. Some trees back here. Real nice silo. And then as I fly through the trees again, down here is the working innards of the bread making machine. You fix it. All this just to make bread. So up above, there is a chest, and then you put seeds in, and the seeds come down. They go through here, and they go through a grinder, and then they go into the furnace. There's the grinder. They go into the furnace, and they bake, and then they go off. And somebody was talking about a video on the tubes. There's teleportation tubes. There's different tubes. There's a sorting tube down here. There's a sorting tube, and which is really neat. You can tell it where everything is supposed to go. So I can throw different things down here, and it'll sort them to where they're supposed to go to the different vending machines up top, that's where we're going next. And there's a lot of lag out here because there's a lot of active blocks. So you come in here. I want a cup of coffee, and here's all the vending machines. And back here is the kitchen with a little area. I do like this area. So I want a cup of coffee. There's coffee. Cool. There's my cup of coffee. Nice. Then you throw away the cup. Alrighty. And then you go out. And then the whole idea was it was supposed to be, it was an actual farm. And I turned it into, that was my first attempt at building an actual barn. All the doors work. Nice. Hi, Mr. Moo Cow. I haven't been out here in a long time. Yeah. But all the crops over here. Haven't tended to them. What is that? It's a hedgehog. Cool. So we had a horse stable. Very nice. And then up here it was just a business. So the farm runs off of farm stuff, I guess. They sell stuff. Actually, the upper part of the barn is usually where hay and straw is kept. So it's cool. Had a lot of fun with this one. So on from there, and everything has changed so much. I'll get to that house over there, and I might as well go over there right now. So this house here was part of the original build, and there's a basement on it and everything. And this was a tutorial that I saw somebody do. I think it was Smithers Boss or Builds. One of the two has an indoor pool. Very nice. And then we go from there to the lighthouse. And I like this lighthouse. My own design. There's living quarters. Ooh, another travel net box. Nice. So from there, I originally had an idea of building an underwater house, and it was horrible. And this is the only part of the underwater house I haven't messed with yet. And I really want to revisit this area to redo this outside because I don't like it. I like the build, but I don't like this outer part. There's the underwater house. You can see the whales and everything. We'll take a look at that real quickly. So this is just like a clubhouse kind of deal. And it works. And there's bedrooms, and it overlooks the other. Might as well go up there real quick. I got nothing else better to do. There's a bedroom up here. Come out here. There's a horsey. Overlooks the little lagoon area. Nice. But it needs some renovating. And yes, all the stone walls. So, because it's built into the side of the mountain. Then you come down to the actual, where is it? There we go. You come down to the actual house. And there's secret tunnels and everything. So there is a secret tunnel that goes all the way back to the rec center here. I forgot to show the swimming pool. Well, it used to be the swimming pool, and now it is just, it's a fish tank. Cool. And that's how that works. But I forgot to show it. No worries. And there's secret entrances all over the place. So we come back over here. This is like a little mud room. But you know, we got a computer room back here, which is really cool. Then we have, this actually goes down into an underground cavern and river. I saw you. These were lights. I don't know why. I don't know why those did that. I had lights there. Maybe it was some mod that I had played with and I got rid of. So we have that underground area. But the highlights are a little library here. You could look out. Instead of looking out at the sunshine, you look out at the mirror. You look out at the, what do you call it? The ocean. And you can see the whales from here. So these are the original builds. And I went back through here and I completely redid this whole house. And to this day, it's one of my favorites. To have something like that in real life would be just so cool. And then back here is another emergency secret exit. It just leads to the front area. So that is this area. We come up. So I really do want to do something with this because it just doesn't, it didn't, I have to make it more natural. Look at that. There's a tree over the pool. I just want to make it more natural. I'm thinking about getting rid of the pool, getting rid of this whole front side and just making it, continuing the hill around with the little deck here. So you have the upper part, but the swimming pool. Why do you need a swimming pool if you got, see, the horse just jumped in the water. Why do you need a swimming pool indoor if you're sitting here off of the lake? It makes no sense. So I want to get rid of that. But yeah, and it's really cool. So the next house was the Waterfall house. And it generated a fake waterfall because it's all man-made. And it all ties in to the interior part of the house. So it pumps water from underneath cavern, and it puts it out here. But the Cyan house was really cool because that's when I first started playing with my deck mod. And on a smaller house out here, and then I used it, and I went crazy with it. And that took a lot of time to get that right. So here's the general parking area. You come in, and I really love the colors of the cyan, and everything just kind of fits. It's kind of hidden back here. And this is the main entrance. You come in here. And then down here is the this is the garage, which is cool. And then you have the utility room, and there's bathrooms everywhere, and a wine cellar kind of room, elevators, and the utility room is more impressive than the house. So you got your access. These are the pipes that go out to the waterfall, the furnace. Nice little area back here to go out and look at. But underneath here, this is where all the pumps and everything for the waterfall are. Cool. I don't have my scuba gear on. So it's a little unrealistic, but it works. I like it. Oh, I was coming back out here. So more lights. Then we come up. And it's just a real cool house set back in the hill. Nice kitchen area and balconies. Oh, I missed the staircase. You come up, there's bedrooms. Every room has an excellent view. And there's an elevator. I mean, look at that living room shot. The formal living room, and then you have the entertainment room. Cool. So, and more bedrooms. It, like I said, for more elaborate. Hi, Mr. Bear. You can look at the completed walkthrough videos. So all these water features actually turn on and off. Nice. Then what we have is coming back here. We have a tree house. Something simple, but it works. And then you follow the path. There is secret squirrel areas all through here. Like here is one. You come back here. Open. Thank you. It opens up. There's some sticky pistons here. And you go down to this luxury apartment area, but you got the underwater research lab. And there's actually some stairs that go all the way down but I don't like going down those. They're spooky. So what we are going to do real quickly, and this was supposed to go all the way back to these little islands back here, but I haven't finished it, as you'll see. You come down in the water, and you have this little dome area so people can sit in here and observe. But how you get into this, besides the stairs, is you can come over to this under this portal here, and it's actually done by air pressure, which keeps the water from coming in. You know, physics type stuff. Because I know all about that. Right. But this is a cool area. It's just a research lab, and you got, you know, you can see what's going on in the ocean. Got these big, huge research fish tanks. There's a pathway that goes to the other side, and more fish tanks. But it's just a fun area. And then there's a fish tank that we were just at, and then this room just literally blasts. It's gonna show up really weird on video. Yeah, well. So that is that, and I'm not going to take the staircase up because it is hideously long to get up. It's unrealistically long. I'm in the fish tank. Here's the upper part of the dome. It was a lot of fun building that. And it's hidden, nestled into the back area here. So we come back here. I'm not going to play with the rats today. We got a path. I got to update that path. Make it look more realistic. You come back here, and this was just something I was playing with, trying to learn landscaping. As I said, none of the original area except for the one mansion exists anymore because the builds were so hideous. And you could see it I left the old videos up because you could see the progression of building, which was the whole purpose of it. So back here we have, I think this wasn't the island house, but this area over here where the bridge is, I'm not too happy with the bridge, or this up here, but there's a heliport. You can land, come down, there's the house. I really like this property. Just a cool house. And you got bedrooms and everything on the first floor here. And then more bedrooms. I think there's like 8 bedrooms in here. Living quarters. Let's see. We have, because I know we have a computer room and 2 bedrooms down here. So 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms down here. There's another bedroom. There's a huge bathroom for the lake area. Huh. I'm lost in my own house. Oh, the living room. Oh, here's a computer room. Then we have a computer room. Cool. And another 2 bedrooms with bathrooms. There's bathrooms and everything all over. But look at that view. Very nice. Can't spend too much time here because we will run out of time. Then you got two different views. You got the desert view back here, and then you got the sun, you know, the ocean view. This is for the master bedroom. And this one has the master showers or the king showers, whatever you want to call it. This house was a lot of fun. Very nice. With wraparound patios. So you're isolated back here and you got the best of all worlds. Nice. So that is that house. And there was going to be some secret like passages that went to this little cavern back here, which I still might work on. But onto the original section. That was around the original time. Then you had this house here, which is one of my favorites. I'll show Serenity in a second. A lot of people didn't like this house. I don't know why. It's the ultimate house though. Look at that. You have a working car lift. Look at the size of this garage though. How many people would want an entertainment section, a seating section? You got like 4 cars. I don't know. It's cool. I'd never leave the house. Going through a pandemic and everything, no problem. But I like the house. It's so cool. Start bringing in nature from the outdoors. Oh, I can get up here. Playing with the different colors and everything. We have a LAN party room, fireplaces. So it is one of my favorite properties. Then we come over, because I'm already at 31 minutes. So these next houses, this is hideous, but I'm going to renovate it. I love the front. This is a house called Serenity, and what these are without the garage in the basement. So this is what I'm talking about. The back is just hideous. I'm probably going to change it. If you go on the forums, the Minetest forums, and you type in Serenity, these were prepackaged world edit files that you could load and actually load the house in. And it's a great starting point. It's small, but it's a great starting point for houses. And there's like 3 or 4 different houses. Serenity was one of them. And then I spawned this house in. This house actually is in the Insta build mod. I don't know if it's updated anymore, but all the walls were sand, and I had to change them. So there's been a lot of renovations to this house. I never finished it. It's got fireplaces and everything. Got a 3rd floor. The only thing I did is I put a kitchen in, and I'm not happy with the kitchen. But it's got the cool views and everything. And this also has a basement. This didn't come with the house. I added this. I put basements everywhere and workshops and such, because that's what I do. Little work area, bathroom, another telnet. So coming out of the back of here, and this was, like I said, this was all the original area. So we have a greenhouse back here, which is kind of cool. And then, why are you flopping out on the, don't ask. And then we have the, a boat. There's actually a thing of water underneath here, which allowed me to spawn the boat. But it comes up with some really cool ideas on garage doors and such. So, and then we have the boat docks here. That in the back is the gate to the Japanese castle, which we will show in the next video, part 2. But this house was kind of cool. It's just a modern house, and I like it. Of course I like it. I built it. But it overlooks this really, really nice area. And yeah, somebody decided to drive one of my cars off the road. Nice. From over here. They thought they'd be smart. We did miss a house here. So in the middle here was a tree house, which got converted into a auto shop. And this was fun to build. It doesn't look like much, but it's supposed to represent like if you went to an industrial park and there was a speed shop there or an auto shop, this was what it was. So we have different bays, we have storage, obviously. There's a locker room. And this is where I figured out how to make the cars lift. Cool. It's just a sticky piston, and using the screwdriver, angled it. And it works. Cool. So that is that part. And I think there's only a couple more places to show here because the video is running very long. So this is all that's left of the original area. And then coming back out here, we already saw the house. That was a mod or a tutorial. I like this house so much. And I moved one. There was actually a lighthouse. Oh, there's my dragon. Hey, dude. How you doing? I moved this lighthouse. So there was actually a lighthouse on top of here. And, he had dueling lighthouses. So I didn't want to destroy it. So I just moved it. There was a tutorial I did for George a long time ago on creating fountains. And I just kept it. I don't like to get rid of builds. So over here, I believe this was Smithers' boss also. This was an underwater house, but I didn't want to build it underwater. I liked it so much that I built it on top of the water down here in this little gully. And the whole purpose of this was to decorate it. Because I really do like it. Look at the views. This is the master suite. Then you come down here, the spiral staircase, and you come down. This is like a living room area, a front door section. It was underwater, so I had to put my own doors. This is going to be a dining room. And then down here, you're going to have the kitchen and other support rooms. But it came back over here to like a boat dock area. Nice. So there's a lot of cool stuff here, but ideas don't lend well. They don't stand the test of time because it already looks like it was an old mansion. It was a nice patio area. So, and then the house that I really started getting real serious about building and modern building was this house back here, which I was so happy with. I named it my headquarters. So what it is, it's just and now it looks old and dated. Oh, my fire went out. Not cool. I don't have any coal. I got rid of it all. Let me just start the fireplace again. Where's my coal? I don't know where it is. I gotta sit here. That's a corner. Angled wall. There's a coal block somewhere. Coal block. So all this fireplace is, I can't remember what they're, no, don't do that. These are part of the, what is that? What is it called? Brazier. That's what it's called. It's part of the medieval mod. So you gotta have your fireplace going. There you go. But another one with gorgeous views. Cool. And there's just a lot of cool things about this house. I mean, look at and I do everything with setting up like a theme. You know, it's just not a build. There's an actual method to it. So you got bedrooms down here. That's a bedroom inside there. And this is a utility room and workout room, showers. You have washers and dryers back there. Homemade treadmills. Then you come up here over the water and everything, and you're back up at the kitchen area. And the upstairs fireplace. So there's a lot of cool building techniques and a lot of things that I learned on this build. And this is what actually started kicking off where my building, whether you think so or not, my building talents, I started opening up a lot more in modern build. And I'm still happy with it. So there's a lot of cool things and areas here that I've advanced to. So that's going to do it. This is part one. I'm trying to make sure I don't leave anything off of the original. Hi, Mr. Dragon. You can actually ride those dragons, but every time I try to do it, it crashes the server. So there is that. So the only thing I didn't show from the original area, because it wasn't part of the original area, but it was an after add-on, was this house over here. No, I did show it. I just showed it. And that's when I started adding in the roads and everything. So, you know, you take the road, and the next part is this road leads up to another house in the woods back here that we'll show real quickly. Right there, which is just a cool house overlooking the trains. That train goes from the educational center all the way up to the museum factory. Cool. So this area here, which runs back to that center, this kind of unrealistic. Why would you build a train all over water? But I did. And then back here is like a little nature cavern. And I left it because the game produced this. And I have a tendency to I like when the world generates files or world generated area. So I kept it. It was hidden. But there's a train station here and another train station here. And this is where the pumpkin farm is. Cool. So that road and train line go all the way up to the factory. So on part 2, we'll look at the factory, the pyramid, the quarry. There's a couple other things up there. Oh, the Japanese Himeji castle that I built off of a tutorial that a Japanese YouTuber had built, and it is one of my all-time favorite builds. But yeah, so that's the world as we know it, part 1, and I kept it under 44 minutes. There's some other tutorial houses that I built. This is a spaceship house. It looks like a Space Invaders spaceship, which it's cool. I'd live here. I like it. And then this here is from Andy is Yoda tutorial, but I haven't done anything with it. And it was all in the purposes of learning. This is my own creation, as you saw. This is the exact same replica of the house that's up at the conservation headquarters. I just changed a little bit of the interior. And then back here, get closer to the gate, they open. This was a haunted mansion that a YouTuber named Grain had built as a tutorial. And I wanted to learn this kind of building style, meaning like the old colonial houses. That I flew through too many trees there. I like it. It's not standard height, but it works. And then that led to the Halloween special, which was the haunted house. And we will end it here because I'm going to go for a little ride. So here's a haunted house. Get away from me. Bye. And it has a, if you remember, like a fun house from the carnivals, that's what this is supposed to be. And it takes you through, and at night there's a lot of glowing plants here. All that stuff glows. And then you go up to this level here, and inside here that all glows. I have to adjust the speed because it goes too quickly. And then it comes back outside. And it goes there. And stops. I have no idea where I'm at. And I just kept flying. But it's a cool area. And we come back here and we go to back to where it all began at the Learning Center. Nice. So that is going to do it as we go back down by the lagoon. Very cool. And as the sun sets on our little adventure here, but this is the original area that started everything 3.5 years ago. And go from there. So part 2 is going to be the Japanese castle, pyramid, the factory, the secret squirrel weapons factory, the mines, and a quarry, and the start of the roads. And then part 3 will probably be the newer section of town. And I'm trying to think of if there's anything in between it. The new section of town with the civic center and the other buildings and that other farmhouse that I flew over twice, but it's not part of the original section. Look at the views. And then part 4 will be the brand new town and where we're going. So thank you very much for watching. And yeah, until next video, I'll leave you with the whales and the dragon somewhere. That's the whales. And goodbye.